welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl. This is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Wednesday, November 21st, 2018, and this is my FlossTube episode number 33. Chester is away this week. He's visiting family. He said something about Orville Redenbacher and went out the door, said he'd see me next week. I don't know. But I have a stunt double today. There is Tom Turkey. He is a popcorn plaque vintage, and he's just fabulous. I love him. I've also got pilgrims there somewhere. But like to wish everyone in the United States a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I want to take a quick minute right now to wish my beautiful, sweet, lovely sister a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Missy. Happy birthday to you. And many more. My mom used to always say, put that and many more on there, and so that's a tradition we've carried on. Every time I sing that to somebody, I always stick that and many more on the end. But anyway, today is her birthday. So happy birthday, sis. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Plans have been underway for weeks. I severely underestimated what was necessary at Peggy's to get that ready for my kids to stay there. We've had plumbing problems. It's been awful. So yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, really rough couple weeks, but I feel much better and everything's going to be fine. My middle son got here yesterday, he and his girlfriend, and my oldest gets here tonight, and then my daughter will be here Friday. So I'm excited to have them all three under one roof. And Thanksgiving prep has already started. I've got some things made already this morning and lots more to do, but I feel a lot better. So I wanted to take a few minutes. The three of them went to the store to get some things that they didn't have when I went grocery shopping. So I've got a few minutes, so I thought I'd just pop on and do a real quick video and say hi to everybody and wish you a happy Thanksgiving. If you hear some whining in the background, I am babysitting, dog sitting, granddog sitting my son's 11-year-old black lab, and he is having a little separation anxiety because Papa's not here right now. So he may whine a little bit. He's like right there. He doesn't like to be alone. So he's a good old boy. Penny, the two of them get along famously. She can literally walk under him. She can literally walk under him, and she nips at his legs, and then he's high-stepping to get his legs away from her. It's hysterical. And she actually got up on her hind legs and put her two front paws around his neck this morning. It was so cute, like she was giving him a hug. But they're getting along really well. We just have to watch them carefully because Sid is so much bigger than Penny. She's a little bit of dog, he's a lot of dog. So yeah, but it's been fun to watch them interact. So anyway, cross stitch. I have an FFO. No, I have an FO. I have an FO. Back that train up. I have an FO. I finished Mount Vernon. I finished Mount Vernon. This is Plum Street, Mount Vernon Christmas. There's the chart, and here's my finish. Ta-da! Our Karen Ruby Rat Bags. Da-da-da-da. Love when she does it. Karen, I love when you do that. Da-da-da-da. There is my finish. I am tickled to a death with this thing. It is fabulous. I love the fabric. It's a Silk Weaver Blue Dynasty cast shell linen, and it's just a dream to work on. Absolutely a dream to work on. And I did my own conversion with some flosses I had in my stash, and I absolutely adore everything about it. Everything about it. I love it. So I am ecstatic to get that done. That needed to be done. So it's done. Happy, happy, happy. So that's my finish. I also made significant progress on this puppy. Well, you know, I say significant, but in the grand scheme of things, it's significant. This is Monopoly. It's a gift for my son for Christmas. And I have the board all the way around finished. All the way around. I got, since I saw you last, I got Go. I needed Go and Luxury Tax, and I got those finished. I love that little ring, how it turned out. I'll show it to you right side up. So, I like the shading in it. I think it's really cool. So now I just have to do the inside and put the Chance and Community Chest boxes in there, and it will be finished. My middle son is building the box for it, and he's going to take measurements, and when he goes back home, he's going to get the box finished. So I'll finish it up, I'll get it mounted, and then we will, hopefully, when the two will mesh. So fingers crossed for that. But he's really good with measuring. So I'm doing the original 1935 Monopoly on the inside. I'm not doing this one. This is from 85. I'm not doing that one. I'm doing this one. My son loves vintage anything, and he likes the original of anything. He says he's an original from 1986. So, but anyway, that's the one I'm doing. So it's just a matter of some letters. Lots of quarter stitches in those letters though. So it's still going to take a while, but yeah, very happy with it's. I can't believe it's actually going to be done. I'm actually going to make it. And I have a new start. I had one more start that I wanted to do this year, and I am doing it with this as a stitch along with Mel, Patchy Pony Stitcher from FlossTube. If you're not watching Mel, go over and check her out. She's a wonderfully sweet lady. She's in Australia. And she and I decided that we were going to stitch Oz. She's got this chart, and I got mine. Stephanie at Just Keep Stitching was very kind enough to let me borrow her chart. Thank you, Stephanie, so that I can stitch this, because I really fell in love with it when I saw it as a model at the Village Sampler in St. Albans, hanging on the wall. I absolutely fell in love with it, and I just knew I had to stitch this. So she let me borrow her chart, and this is what it looks like. Now I'm starting here with the witch and working up, and Mel started here and did the lion first. So now the reason that I did not start on the first is because I had some confusion with some flosses that I wanted to use, but I got that all lined out, and I ordered some flosses from 123 Joanne, and she sent them right to me, and I decided that I did not want to use opalescent even weave. I've got opalescent even weave, but I really wasn't enamored with that. So I decided that, well, if I'm not going to use sparkly, because it just screams for sparkle, if I'm not going to use sparkly fabric, why not use sparkly threads? So I decided to get the new DMC Etoile threads. And I picked out several of them, enough to get me started with the chart. And some of them did have the right colors, like Dorothy's dress is in $5.19, and they have $5.19 in the Etoile. And then the ruby slippers are in $3.21, and they've got $3.21 in the Etoile. And you can see the sparkle. See the sparkle? And of course $3.10. And then the white was on back order, so she's going to send the white when it comes. But I don't think there's any white in the chart. But I got white. I got the for Emerald City, I'm going to use the $6.99, and I've also it also calls for 704 and 906, which are like lime greens to go with this. So I think it's going to look really pretty. But the thing about these threads, okay, I had intended to stitch it on 28 count over 1 over 1. And I started it 1 over 1. And Virginia and I were talking about it. She helped me pick out what color fabric to use, and we were talking about it, and she said she had heard some things about the new Etoile flosses, and she was giving me some pointers as far as what she's heard other people say about them. The over one is not a problem except when you go to frog. And the problem is, if you don't get your needle completely under the entire piece of floss, it will fray when you pull on it. It will fray very easily. And so I went to frog a stitch, and I thought I was under the thread, and when I pulled it, the entire thing just broke and knotted up around my needle. I would not, unless you are an absolute pro that makes absolutely no mistakes, I would not stitch over one with these Etoile threads. I would not do it. Don't do it. And also, if you're, if you're using like 46 or 46 count fabrics, I would not. Here is a prime example of what happens. Let me see if I can show you this. This is what happens. See how it frays? That's what happens when you pull on it. Now, over two, like I said, as long as you don't split your threads, it's fine. As long as you don't split threads. You have to be very, very careful not to split threads. Here's my start. This is the witch's boot. Look at that sparkle, though. Can you stand it? Oh, it's fabulous. The lighting's not the best, but you get the idea. The sparkle is just wonderful. The coverage, this is 2 over 2 on 32 count. So the coverage is excellent. And it's a joy to work with. It's a very fragile thread, and you have to be very careful. I'm paying extra attention, and I'm trying my best not to have to frog anything. You know, it happens. So when I do, I'm just going to, I'm trying very hard not to split any threads. But as far as a review of these threads, I will use them. I will use them. When I have a chart that I want to add a little extra sparkle, I will use them, because they're different, they're fun. Now let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can get it to focus here. Let me see. Maybe this green. Yeah, let me see if I can get it to focus to show you what threads look like up close. They're thick, see? And they look wiry, but they don't feel wiry. They look, it's like squishy. You know what I mean? It's like thick and it's squishy. Where it kind of, I'll try another color. Yeah, see right here? See? It reminds me of a sweater. You know those really tight knit cable sweaters, the real tight knit ones? That's what the thread reminds me of. That's what it looks like. It's just several pieces. See? But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, as far as using it, yes, I will use it. If I have a chart that I want to add a little bit of sparkle to, I will not hesitate using it. You just have to be very, very careful. So that's my start and my review on the Etoile, the new Etoile threads from DMC. Where'd my book go? Okay. That's a little bit of retail therapy that I had. Seems like it is the week for flosses for me for retail therapy. I got my nest egg from Trisha at 3 Owl Threads, and I signed up for the Gast. And this is my nest egg for November. She took me the rest of the way through the H's, and I'm into the L's now. So, lamb's wool, Lexington green, lavender potpourri, I have Liberty, Lagoon, and Jasmine. I have Lemon Drops, Huckleberry, and Hyacinth. And then I have Kiwi. Hyacinth. It's bouquet, not bucket. Does anybody watch that show? That's my nest egg from Trisha at 3 All Threads. Now, I got a couple gifts this past week. Wonderful, wonderful. First, I'd like to say thank you, Jody. Jody sent me a Thanksgiving card. Look at it. Look, the twinsies. Very sweet, Jody. Thank you so much. Such a sweet note inside. It says, wishing you all the best at Thanksgiving. Sweet. Just wonderful, wonderful. Also, Cindy at Cindy's Cross Stitch, Cindy and I are in cahoots with something, with a project. And she sent me some things for that project. And also, she included this. This is a Loose Feathers Blackbird Designs from 2006. I think 6. Yes. Out of print. The Garden of Life. Isn't that? Friends are the flowers in the Garden of Life. You know, I messaged her when I received this and I thanked her. And she said, sometimes I just see charts that just, she said, I know immediately who it fits best. And the fact that she thought that this chart fit me, this warms my heart. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. This is going in my 2019 plans. This is a beauty. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay. Mel. My friend Mel. Patchy Pony Stitcher. Like I said, if you aren't watching Mel, please go do that. Mel won a contest that I had. She won my Fall Frolic, and I sent her a custom project bag for her prize. And little stinker, she had to reciprocate. And she sent, I got this in the mail, and I was like blown away when I saw that international. She sent me Life is Good. Yes, it is. She sent me stickers. Now, Mel is in Australia, like I said. I've never had anything from Australia before. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool to think that a couple weeks ago, these things were in Australia. I don't know. Mel, do you feel the same way about the States? Do y'all over there think the same thing? You know, I've never had anything from the States before, or, you know, I just get so excited. It's so cool. Look at this fabric she sent me. It's got kangaroos on it. Can you imagine looking out your, you know, it's spring in Australia right now. She talks about her bees, and she talks about the flowers blooming, and it's colder and crowd here. And she's talking about, you know, it's like, how is that even possible? When she thinks of November, she thinks spring. We automatically think November, winter. She thinks November, and automatically her mind goes to spring. And she has Christmas in the summer. I'm sorry, but that just boggles my mind. I'm a simple person. That just blows my mind. But anyway, she sent me this. That is so cute. She also sent me some heart anger that came from Indonesia, I think she said. And it is, look at that. Look at the modeling. Look at this. Oh, I love the look of this. It's perfect. It's 22 count heart anger. Just love it. It's so soft. And look at this. I mean, these things are just in her store. I've never even seen some of these animals before. And they're just in her store. You know? kangaroos and koalas and platypus and just, look at that. Just, it's been very hard, Mel, not to get into this. And she also sent me these. These are chocolate covered peanuts. I mean, my husband was like, we need to get in those. I said, nope, not until FlossTube. Too cute. Mel, you didn't have to do that. But thank you for everything. I'm excited about the candy. Candy from Australia. I'm just silly. Okay, and so thank you, Mel. I appreciate you. And I also got a gift from Karen. Now, Karen messaged me and she said that she had a chart and she wanted to know if I would be interested in it. And I love Jardine Privé, and I have a few of their charts, and she had this one and she said, I think you might like it. So she sent me this. Jardine Privé, and it's owls. Patchwork. Colettes, I guess that's owls. Look how cute. Isn't that adorable? It's got owls and mushrooms and tulips, and I mean, it's gorgeous. I love this. I love this. This is going in my 19 plants too. Look at the hedgehogs. I mean, and she sent me, I just had to show you these. Look how pretty. Look at the patina on these. Look at that patina. Oh my gosh. And some owls. This card that she, look at, it's stitched. This is stitched on fabric and put on this card. It's just a Hallmark signature card as well. I want you to look how pretty. That's going in my parlor. So pretty. She sent me some fabric. And she sent me 2 pieces of linen. Another piece of heart hanger. And this is Threadbare Studio Natural heart hanger. And she sent me this gorgeous piece of Irish linen. Karen, too much, girl. Too much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I adore this. Absolutely adore that. Okay, bingo words. Let's play some bingo. 3 words for this week. Check your lists. It's a $25 gift card from the Cottage Needle. Cottage Needle's having a big sale right now. Black Friday sale, so go over and check her out if you're interested in some stash. The first one is number 36, Nutcracker. Next one is, oh, here y'all, number 5, Christmas Eve. And the last one for this week, is anybody getting close? How many words you got? How many words you matched so far? Number 31, Candy Cane. So number 31, Candy Cane. Number 5, Christmas Eve. Number 36, Nutcracker. Tell me how many words you've matched. How close are you? I know Lindsay said, I think it was Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay. Said that she wasn't doing too good, but she got all 3 of them last week. So anyway, if you bingo, which means if you match all 15 words, please email bingo in the subject line to tranquilstitchesbingo@gmail.com. It'll be linked below. That's all I have for you this week. I know it's short, it's crazy here. So after the holidays, hopefully things will be back to normal, but I can't promise anything. So I've got stuff to cook, I've got stuff to make, so I don't have a slideshow for you today, but I will have one for you next week. So again, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and don't eat too much. I'll see you next week. Happy stitching.